every life that was restored and every person who regained their vision, a life was lost as well. And we cannot emphasize enough that transplantation would not be possible without incredible selfless donors and heroic families who make the gift of sight a reality for recipients like us. There is no substitution for human tissue. It is completely dependent on the goodness of one person giving to another completely selflessly. And we are so grateful to have with us today Donna, the mother of heroic donor Alana. I'm not going to take up much more time because I'm going to let her share her story, but it's now my honor to introduce Donna to all of you as she shares her story about making the decision to say yes to donation.
Hi. Hi. If you can put the pictures back up, that would be great. Like split screen, I don't know. Thank you everyone very much for this opportunity to talk about my daughter. My name is Donna Maddox, and I just briefly, Alana was my oldest and my firstborn. I have two other children. That picture at the Lion's Eye Bank, that was her sister Brianna, and then she had another younger brother, Sam. Sam used to call Alana his younger, more fashionable mom because I was a single mom by the time Alana was 8, so she took care of him a lot growing up. She was super creative. She loved to draw and design clothes. She actually had gotten a scholarship to Drexel for their fashion and merchandising school. She was pretty smart, based on her grades and her designs that she had submitted. She was in her senior year at school, and her brother was actually a freshman, and he went to Drexel as well because Alana was there. Bree was at Penn State. She always wanted to graduate and move to New York, and that was her goal, and she was working towards that. She was incredibly outgoing and very funny. Whenever she was home at our house, it was filled with laughter, usually directed at me over some joke they made. But it was always so much more joyful when she was home. Her friends used to call her mom because she was always taking care of them at school. She was also an incredibly hard worker. She worked all through high school and college to help her pay her bills. She loved to run, and she ran almost every day. And she loved running in Philadelphia. She loved running along Boathouse Row and the Parkway and the Schuylkill River Trail. In fact, after she passed, her brother ran the marathon in her honor. Alana loved Philadelphia. She loved people, and she was my superhero. She became a donor when she was 23. She was struck by a drunk driver walking across Market Street. She was in a crosswalk in a light. The person just wasn't paying attention. She was taken to Penn Presbyterian and was on life support. And after meeting with the doctors, we had to make the decision. She was registered as an organ donor. She had registered when she got her driver's license, and we used to joke about it. So when she was taken to Penn, we had to make the decision to take her off life support. It was, as everybody can imagine, it's a difficult decision, and you don't know what to do. She was 2 days away from graduating from college. Oh. So we asked if she could stay on the ventilator until her graduation. And the dean of Drexel, the president, John Fry, came and bestowed her diploma at the hospital with us. And it was amazing. And he said, well, she's the first to graduate in her class. So we always joke about that. But so we made that decision, and I was extremely grateful that the hospital workers in the Gift of Life were so incredibly kind. I can't say enough about them. At the time when we took her off life support, the procedure is if they breathe past a certain amount of time, they can't use the organs for donation. And because Alana's body was in good shape, she did breathe longer than the allowed time. So we were unable to donate any organs. And it was devastating. It almost felt like a second blow because you feel that you let other people down because you know that there's so many people waiting for organ donations. And then we did find out she was able to donate her corneas and her heart valves. And at the time I thought, it's just, you feel like it was still a letdown, but I've learned so much by volunteering at Gift of Life and at the eye bank, how truly valuable cornea donation is. I've learned that from meeting the incredible Alex and Joylyn, what it means to have a cornea donation. In fact, I've also recently, my nephew has a degenerative eye disease and he has 3 young children who he can't see. So it's a beautiful thing that Alana was able to donate her corneas because that was the first thing that you met. When you met her, that was the first thing you knew or you'd recognize in her, was her eyes, because she had huge eyes and it was, she was very expressive with them. You could always tell what she was up to just by looking at her. And usually when she was at home, she was rolling her eyes at me because of something I was asking her to do. So I love the fact that she was able to donate her corneas and that she was able to give 2 other people the gift of sight. I'm lost in my notes. But I just want to say I'm incredibly grateful to the eye bank and the Gift of Life for securing donations. It is not an easy job. You are meeting a donor family member at the worst possible moment and asking them to donate their organs and such, and corneas and valves and tissues. That's superhero work. And I'm sure it stays with them. And I also want to thank all the recipients for giving donor family members a silver lining on our darkest days. It has helped my family so much to know that Alana was able to carry on in some way and to continue to help others. And now my shameless plug. We have a scholarship for Alana that's given out each year at Drexel. It's on May 11th if anybody wants to come. And also we've been participating in the Donor Dash every year for the last 5 years. And our team is Alana's Angels. I don't know if you can see that over, that's our tag. So if you want to join a team, please join us if you're not joining the eye bank, or come say hello if you're down there. We would love to have more people. And I just really want to thank everyone for the opportunity to talk about my daughter. And I wish everyone a great day. Thank you.